Hello, Capricorn. I am Jaja, and welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. Today, we are going to get into your love messages for 2022. We have quite a bit of oracle to go through, so we'll do the Gateway of Light Activation Tarot. We will do a Past Life Tarot, Ask the Fae about your love life tarot, a Celtic Tree. We'll do some romance, the romance deck or the romantic deck, the Kipper deck, and then at the very end we will get into your Celtic cross. So yeah, we'll get right on into it. As far as channeled messages, guys, really all I got for you guys was kind of piggybacking off of your overall 2022 message, which is like you guys are really working towards building something. And so this year is almost like the build up to calling into your soulmate is what I got pretty heavy, or divine partner, whatever you're looking for. And so some of your oracle cards actually confirm that. So to start, for your Gateway of Light tarot, you guys pulled the Orion activation, and it says here at the bottom: supernova, recreation, renewal, and rebirth by light. What I really picked up here was the renewal and rebirth. That was very, very heavy in your overall 2022 message. I did upload that a couple days ago, so feel free to go check that out, guys. I am going to read from the book here just to get some messages here. It says, all of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. It is essential for your old way of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them. Someone who has been born with knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference to the world, whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you're being reminded that you have infinite star potential. Again, I was just getting heavy vibes, like piggybacking off of your overall energy for this year. You guys are definitely working on growing something of legacy and of value. And this card is basically saying that the universe is completely supporting you in that endeavor. And also piggybacking off of this idea of renewal and rebirth, for your Ask the Fae Oracle, you guys received the number 17, which 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 always for me gives me infinity. This card has a stork on it, actually, with like little baby fairies running around. But the meaning of the card is actually deliverance. So it's actually talking about the actual birthing process. So this is the card of benefiting from something you have worked towards earlier. So seeds you have planted, basically. This card is about timing and productivity coming together to create joy and continuation. So, and I agree with that. I'm not necessarily getting fragility vibes. I'm getting more the birth of a new love or new project, or something that is your baby, but it's more in the sense of 3D creation, either a new, I'm getting like Fool vibes, like stepping out to date again, getting back out there in regards to love. But you guys are more heavily focused on your pinnacles and growing something of value and legacy from like a business or an idea perspective. From your past life oracle, you guys got persecution and inquisition. And this was giving me very heavy, the Orion activation was talking about releasing old ideas and old past experiences that no longer serve you. That's what this card was giving me. It's giving me past energy, very, very heavy. It's not something that I'm getting a sense of whatever sort of situationship from a love perspective that you guys might have been in last year. Coming into this year, you're looking to release that and move forward into something that's new, that doesn't feel so heavy. I think that's the biggest thing about this card. Energetically, it just feels heavy and mentally taxing. is what I'm getting off of this card. And there's like this sense of just like, I'm trying to birth something new. I don't want to deal with this past energy that maybe you constantly felt like you had to defend yourself, or defend the relationship. You were doing all the work on your own, that kind of thing. I'm getting a heavy sense of that there. For your Celtic tree Ogam, you guys pulled the birch card. And it says, choosing this card means that a new start is likely. Before this can be safely embarked upon, however, all old ideas, unhelpful influences, and bad thoughts need to be cast aside. In making your spiritual journey with this tree as a guide, remember to concentrate your mind on the uplifting, slender whiteness of the tree, a whiteness that stands out clearly from the tangled undergrowth and confusion of shrubs and thorny bushes that cover the forest floor. Hence, may inhibit an easy journey. What's interesting is Scorpio also got this card. So I don't know if you guys were previously in the past dealing with the Scorpio, or you're currently dealing with the Scorpio. But again, heavy releasing of old relationships, old programming, things that don't, um, just don't match your vibration for moving forward. Um, Also, what I want to touch on is this idea of standing above the shrubs and the confusion of the shrubs and the thorny bushes. That's really understanding that there are going to be people, right, as you try and move forward, or this past person, right, that you had issues with, that are going to continue to try to like persecute you, right, going back to your past life oracle. And so spirit is really trying to get you to see that that's all part of the process, and it is your job to kind of stand in your power, accept, and just like almost accept and constantly remind yourself like, hey, I'm not dealing with this anymore, I'm moving forward, is really what I'm hearing for you guys. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into the romance deck. Let's see what Spirit wants to say for Capricorn love in 2022. Let's see here. I did shuffle these actually pretty well earlier, so we'll just give it a couple of shuffles to make sure the energy's there. All right, the first one you have is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Love that. Next one is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yeah, I definitely was getting like preparation to call in a soulmate, guys. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. This is giving me very much that past energy. It's pinging energetically off of this persecution and inquisition card. Yeah, I'm definitely, so if and when this person comes back, I mean, we are in Venus retrograde, so you can expect your past love interest to try and come back, right? If and when that person does try and come back, this is Spirit's warning to you of just like, be cognizant of the red flags, moving forward. All right, so we're going to clarify some of these with the Kipper deck. I love this deck. It is kind of interesting. It also reminds me, guys, of, what is that game? I can't remember that game where it's like you're trying to figure out, it's like a murder mystery. You're trying to figure out like, who killed who in the library with the I don't know why the Kipper deck gives me that vibe. But it's kind of funny to me every time I pull it. Oops. Well, that flew out, so clearly we'll take that one. Thoughts. Under it's safe to love again. We got poverty in reverse, sudden wealth, courtship, main male, privileged lady, pathway, change, and we'll take one from the bottom, and journey. So guys, this thoughts, it's under it's safe for you to love, is thoughts, poverty, and pathway. this is giving me, maybe right now your current thought, like you're thinking negatively when it comes to love, maybe because of this past relationship or just relationships in the past in general, not necessarily the most recent one, but I'm getting this sense of like you guys needing to clear your thoughts and think more positively when it comes to love. The energy works, or the universe works in energy, right? So we get what we put out there. Thoughts are just as powerful as actions, right? It's all energy, right? And so the electrical firing of your thoughts can also create change within your life in the actual 3D. So being cognizant that you are lovable, it is safe out there. There is a person out there for you that's going to love you in the way that you need to or that you want to be loved, right? Is what I'm getting off of this. Like, your thoughts will create the pathway, and right, and maybe in the past you went into things and you just kind of like, oh, I know this isn't going to work out because of X, Y, and Z, right? That's what this poverty card is giving me after the thoughts. It's like, and then it's almost like what is that, confirmation bias, right? Where yeah, you've already put the thought out there, and then maybe you didn't even fully put the work into it either, and then the relationship falls apart and it's like, oh, no, no, I already knew it wasn't going to work. So it's kind of like, just be cognizant of that, be cognizant of your own patterns, be cognizant of your thoughts, and try and keep your thoughts clean when you're trying to manifest love. For engagement, you have sudden wealth, courtship, and change. For my single Capricorns out there, there definitely is going to be a plethora of options. That's what I'm getting with that sudden wealth card. Like, if you decide to go out there and start dating, you will have a plethora of options. Courtship and change is giving me I don't know if I mentioned the birch card. For your Celtic tree Agam, this is the month of November. So it's almost like, I'm getting the sense from you guys that you will be healing, up until middle of the year, June, July-ish. Start dating about July. By November, there should be someone, or there will be someone where, things take a turn for the better, right? Or you get a higher level of commitment from this person. You meet someone that you feel like that there's really a courtship there, there's really something there. And it's possible that this could lead to an engagement. Under pay attention to the red flags, you have main male in the upright, privileged lady in reverse, and then journey. This is definitely giving me, remember we were talking about that past person that maybe, I'm getting Queen of Sword vibes, was very accusatory, very almost like bitchy, for lack of a better words. And for my divine feminines, the same can apply for a man. There's no gender in tarot. But yeah, I'm getting this sense of like, in the past there was someone who just wasn't very nice to you, and maybe you thought that this privileged lady is giving me like, maybe you put this person on a pedestal, right? And you quickly realize that like they shouldn't have been there, and this journey is giving me like, it's time to move on. Like, high priestess vibe, magician vibes, like you're very clear that if you, for what you're looking for, this person isn't right, is what I'm getting off of that. And the journey is very much like giving me full vibes of taking a leap of faith to move in a new direction, whether that's dating again or just focusing on whatever projects or whatever that you guys are trying to manifest. But I'm getting very heavy, like, I do think you got, for my singles out there, like, you definitely are looking to date. I think you recognize, though, that there's some healing that needs to be done from the previous relationship, as well as family. I'm getting both of those. But you're definitely, your headspace is there for my Capricorn singles, at least. If you are already in a relationship, I'm getting you and your partner are definitely on the path to growing. That pathway and that journey is giving me, maybe you take a vacation, maybe you guys decide, if you don't have children, like, okay, let's start having children. Like, I'm getting something like that for my Capricorns who are already in a stable, committed relationship. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say for us, guys. So to start, for your energy, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and they are clear to me. It needs to be in reverse. This is telling me the timing is not right for you to date. I think you know that, to be honest with you. I'm getting a very clear sense that, if for my singles out there, there's some healing that needs to be done. Crossing that is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, which is, are my cards in reverse? Sorry, give me a second. No, they are not. Okay, so crossing that is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me that there is some confidence there, which will come, especially if you're leaving something that was confusing or traumatic, or, yeah, I'm getting like you just know that you need some healing time. Your influence is the Four of Wands. So like I said, you guys are absolutely focused on stability, on home. This is the halfway to marriage card. I think here's the thing, you guys are cardinal earth signs. You're very deliberate about your movements, and I get this sense of like, before you take that leap of faith to, let's say, date again, you're just hyper focused on like, what in my environment needs to change. And by environment, I'm not just talking external, although this card does talk about external. I get a very deep sense that internally, emotionally, what needs to change. In your subconscious, you have the Nine of Cups. This is giving me, exactly what you're looking for in a partner. Like, exactly. I'm getting, you don't even need a like this whole dating around thing is not necessary for my singles. In the past, you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a fantasy card. It's a fantasy happily ever after. Now, in order to get from this fantasy happily ever after to a like Ten of Pentacles, let's say, work needs to be involved, right? Like, this is emotion. This is a thought. This is an emotion. For a Ten of Pentacles, there has to be actual 3D process, right, behind it. I'm definitely feeling like you guys know this, and that's why this kind of Wheel of Fortune in reverse is there. In your future position, the timing is not right, is the Lovers in reverse. This is interesting. I definitely want to dig into what's going on with the timing with you guys. In your current attitude, you are the Five of Wands. No, I'm sorry, the Seven of Wands. This is you defending yourself. Again, it's pinging off of this persecution and inquisition. In your current environment is the Star, healing. That's what you're doing, healing from a past situation. In your hopes of fear, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is exactly what I was talking about me getting this sense of like you guys knowing the work that needs to be done in order for you to call in the person that you're trying to call in. And this Page of Pentacles is that. This is slow moving. He takes his sweet ass time. But what he is holding is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift from God, which is like, it's abundance in every way, that shape, or form that you can think of, right? But he's slow. And I get that from you guys, where it's like, I'm going to take my time because I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I want. And so I'm hoping that this steady process of elimination while dating or whatever, not trying to boil the ocean, being particular. I'm getting Emperor and Empress vibes of like sitting on my throne, being very choosy, right? Like really, really taking my time before I invite someone into my Four of Wands. In your, oh my God, there are a lot of major arcana guys here. And remember, I told you, I feel like you are calling in a soulmate. And I definitely, with all this major arcana here, it's happening. With your outcome, you have the world. So there's a completion of a cycle. And I'm getting very heavy end of year, right? So it does not surprise me that bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess, again, with justice. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, guys. I'm getting very heavy. Healing. And you know, this Lovers in reverse. Let's talk about the Lovers in reverse as your future position. It's some people call it the decision card. It could be the divine union card. When it's in reverse, it's really sometimes it means the time. It's talking about the timing of a divine union, really. And it being in reverse is saying that the timing is not right. It is pinking off of the 17 that we saw with your Ask the Fae card. Remember, it was talking about the seeds that you planted and birthing something from that. And this High Priestess card. It's like you know that in order to call in a divine partnership, there needs to be, you have to put forth effort into it. And just where you guys are right now, mentally and emotionally, with trying to heal, it's like you even know that the timing is not right. Like, so, yeah. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune that's in the reverse. Again, yeah, it's like timing's not right, timing's not right. I feel like this is a singles read. I may have to do a separate one for my Capricorns that are already in relationships, but I'm getting very heavy. We got the Empress, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant. Remember that we got the Engagement card, guys. So I'm almost getting like, and it's pinging off of this Lovers in reverse. So I don't know, take this as it resonates. I'm hearing a couple of stories, but one of the stories is maybe you've already met this person, but you know that the timing isn't right. Is what I'm getting. Because you still need to heal, because you're working on your confidence, because you're working on building your pentacles. Like, there's a lot of yellow here, so, and they're bringing that to my attention. So it's almost like you had this epiphany of like, this is my person, but I need to get my shit together. Is what I'm getting here. Let's see. I'm gonna pull on this past position of the 10 of Cups, and let's see if that will tell me if this is a new or an old person. Yeah, so you've met this person already, and how I know it is because under the 10 of Cups is the 9 of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress, right? So it's going from past to present, and present now you view this person as an actual Empress, right? You want to offer a cup of love. You want to offer a higher level of commitment. You want to offer stability. This person is your wish fulfillment, but it's like, I'm healing, I'm working, I'm trying to close out cycles. I'm like, that's what I'm getting from this. So you guys have already met this person. And if you guys haven't met this person already, you're about to here really quickly. But again, it's just giving me heavy, like, do what you need to do from a work internally perspective in order to get there. I do want to clarify this. The only thing that doesn't seem to match, guys, is your current attitude of this 7 of Wands. So I want to get something on this 7 of Wands. Let's see, Spirit, can you please clarify for Capricorn this 7 of Wands, please? Actually, they want me to shuffle, so we will shuffle. Yeah, this looks beautiful, guys. I mean, whoever this person is that you've met, um, it looks wonderful. I'm very, very happy for you. Now the engagement card is making more sense because I was like, you meet someone in November and you get engaged? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay, now this is making sense. So the Seven of Wands, remember I was telling you you're like defending yourself against something. There is, clarifying that is the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Wands in reverse. It could be possible that there is a physical distance between you and this person, like they live far away from you. You're definitely healing from some heartbreak, and then there is blocked communication. And so I don't know if you've blocked this person or if this person has blocked you. I'm getting like petty argument vibes, although the Seven of Wands isn't really petty arguments. For whatever reason, they're showing me the Five of Wands, which is petty arguments. Where you and this person are probably in separation. And so that's why you feel like you have to defend yourself. I'm also hearing like defend the relationship, right? Defend your stance on the relationship. So I don't know if you've communicated with this person at some point that you see them in this light as your emperor or your empress, and that you want a higher level of commitment. But I'm getting a strong sense of you kind of like holding your ground, and needing to communicate to this person like, hey, I actually do want this with you. You just need to give me time, right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Let's see if I. Oh, clarifying the Page of Pentacles is the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups. Yeah, so there's some regret here. This Five of Cups is actually pinging off of this Eight of Wands in reverse. So maybe you haven't communicated how you feel to this person or what you're planning to this person. But I'm getting a very strong sense of needing to offer that love, but there being some regret behind it. I'm also getting this like, do I offer, like, how do I go about offering it? Is also what I'm hearing. Because the Queen of Cups has, like, this is like the most love in out of the deck, right? Like, she's holding the Ace of Cup, which is like an overflow of love, right? And she's also sitting at the water. So it's just like water, like emotions and love all over the place is basically what this card is saying. And so like I get that this is you, this is how you feel, but like you're offering a Page of Pentacles to this person. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's this like holding back energy that I think even you know you're holding back. And so this Five of Cups is giving me like, is what I'm going to offer them enough compared to like how I feel, you know? Um yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a judgment call for you, but I definitely feel like whatever you communicate to this person would be a good idea because they keep bringing me back to that Eight of Wands in reverse. With the World card, you got the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is very much giving me, I don't want to walk away from this. Yeah. And I want to take control of the situation, the Emperor. Okay, first of all, guys, we have now the Empress and the Emperor on the board with the Hierophant and the Lovers and the Four of Wands. Like, if you don't think that this is your divine counterpart, I'm here to tell you right now it is. Like, it may be a shit show at the moment with no communication and all this other stuff, but that's because the Lovers is in reverse and it is, the timing is just off. Okay, but outside of that, I mean, guys, this is holy matrimony. Okay. I like this is holy matrimony in tarot. So, um yeah. Yeah. I'm also getting off of this Emperor a maturing, guys. It's like, especially next to the Seven of Swords, and like, I don't want to walk away from this. It's like admitting it to yourself. Remember, I was saying like there was this kind of like, um, you know, you've been listening to your intuition kind of vibe. This Emperor is giving me, like, I know who my Empress is, or for my divine feminines out there, like, I know who my Emperor is. And I'm not budging on this relationship. You know, I am willing to wait, is what I heard. All right, let's Spirit, can you give me something on this Lovers in reverse? Like, what's going on here with the timing, or anything that you can give me as far as timing would be great. We have the High Priestess. It's a secret. Also, I'm getting your intuition knows. So, you know, whatever it is that you're building, as far as like getting your pentacles up, whatever it is that you're thinking as far as communication with this person, I feel like you guys, Capricorn, already have an idea of when that is going to happen. I keep seeing the Eight of Wands in reverse in my mind, so it's almost like you're keeping it a secret for some reason, and I don't understand why you're keeping it a secret. Spirit, this is way too many cards. But I think they gave me enough here, actually. Okay, so clarifying the Lovers in reverse, we have the High Priestess. We also have Death in reverse, the Strength card, the Devil in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Death in the reverse is about not learning a lesson and not completing a cycle and basically having unfinished business. Again, and that is pinging off of this Star card, where like you still have healing to do from a relationship. I'm thinking prior to this one, is what I'm getting here. And so Spirit is saying you and this person have unfinished business. You also have unfinished business with yourself as far as healing from the relationship prior to this one, right? That needs to happen, and you need to be strong for that. You with the Devil here in reverse, it is first of all, the Devil is typically your energy, but it's giving me very much going back to letting go of the old thinking patterns, the old ways. I think both Birch and the Orion activation talked about that. I'm getting addictions, family problems, like you know what your devil was that was that delayed this in the first place, I should say. And so with the Devil being here in reverse, it's like you're working on removing the devils, you're working on finding the strength to close out that previous cycle and heal from that previous cycle, right? And then also this King of Cups in reverse is giving me also like, so the King of Cups as opposed to the Queen of Cups doesn't give the Ace of Cups. He has like a half a cup. It's a baby cup. Like the Queen of Cups is actually holding the Ace of Cups. He's just holding a regular ass cup, right? And so he's representative of like only giving half of something. This King of Cups in reverse next to this Devil is telling me you gave nothing. I'm going to just throw it out there. At least emotionally, right? Like you emotionally gave nothing, and you're realizing how whatever addictions or maybe it was work, I'm hearing like distractions, like all kinds of things got in the way of you actually offering your love to this person, and you're seeing that now. And so with the High Priestess, Death in reverse, and Strength, it's like you see it, your intuition is also telling you, and you're working on it. This Strength card is giving me, I have the strength now to really look at this and move forward. And so that is why the Lovers is in reverse, right? Like you guys just need time, basically. Yeah, and from a timing perspective, guys, I mean, healing is healing. I would say by all means, take your time. You never know. Again, I keep going back to this Eight of Wands in reverse. I definitely feel like you need to communicate with your partner, how you feel about that partner, how you feel about them, and, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking and going through. The Birch card did mention November. So I'm thinking by end of year, you guys are in a better headspace to either reconnect with this person or start over, basically, is what they're telling me. Um, but this is beautiful. Guys, also, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of yellow. So in addition to the Orion activation, I'm getting very heavy solar plexus upgrades, which is all about self-love, self-worth, willpower, right? Which I think you guys got in your overall reading. Um, I'm also just heavily, heavily drawn to this star card. Like, I feel like what spirit really wants you to acknowledge, excuse me, and sit in is that you have been given this time to really reflect on the past, to release, to like deal with and release those old woundings and heal over the next like 11, 12 months, right? Like that's really your only mission. Like if there's any goal for that you should have for 2022, it's how do I get rid of my old programming and really step into an unhinged version of myself. And I say that because we had, I think I put them away, but we had the devil, which is basically you, right? In reverse. So it's kind of like, how do you get to full goat energy, right? And it's through this star card. It's through this healing and acknowledging what your past traumas are. All right, guys. I think that this was a beautiful reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please like, share, comment below. I'm totally open to feedback. Let me know what you guys think about the structure here. Yeah, I do have your overall 2022 messages up already. I will have love and money up. I'm gonna start those tomorrow, so you guys should probably see it by Tuesday. Um, I'm available for personal readings. If you want a personal reading, this is general, so it could be you, it could be your person, and it's kind of like take what resonates, throw out what doesn't, right? But yeah, that's all I have for you. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.